Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yeah.
It was December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2 again.
Hey, it's Gabba the Game right here, and we are playing some more Phoenix Ice to Tony. Remember, basically, the other person.
Phoenix Ice?
Phoenix Ice. Phoenix on Ice.
Phoenix Ice, Ice baby. Karma?
That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, Wright. A god!
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth.
You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence.
He taught me what it really means to prosecute. Note, Edward did not forge evidence. That was a rumor.
What?
This picture prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
So was he a teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors.
I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so.
What are you whispering about?
No, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Alright. Time for my favorite case. December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Me or you?
Either one. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready?
Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared?
Right, my apologies.
Easy, we got the judge scared.
Very well, your opening statement, please.
Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident. Now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map.
A map!
The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
That's not in the very middle.
Those look like bullets.
That's like upper left of the lake.
There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop.
Well, I already see a contradiction.
Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now!
Right, Mr. Von Karma.
Yes?
Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Little finger back. Nuh-uh!
Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not.
The arrest of Edgeworth.
A man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see, very well.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now.
Hold it. Hold this.
You received the call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Objection. I really like that. Objection.
Oh, I'm sorry, do you want me to change his voice?
No.
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
Man, that's quick.
It's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
That department secret?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review.
Gumshoe salary, always dropping.
So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir.
Does Gumshoe even get paid at this point? I feel like he's paying them to look.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock!
Who's this poppycock nowadays?
I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue. Now!
A body.
Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart. Fatally.
And you're to blame.
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike a bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. We got a bullet.
Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right. Sorry, Your Honor.
Was decisive evidence. No, it was a pistol.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
I really laugh.
I didn't think so. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What?
Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints are found on the murder weapon.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence.
Was he like threatening the judge with it?
The murder weapon fired 3 times.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markers on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Tisk. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
It just feels a little goofy. It's a little silly goofy. Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge?
I say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However,
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break.
falls over and takes a nap.
And will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge!
Yes?
What are you doing? A 10 minutes recess, now!
Boy, I...
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man!
Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway?
One comment just gets into like the vampire pose and falls back into the coffin he has right on his desk. December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya,
Huh? What?
any progress with Mia?
Oh, sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
Yeah, you're useless. You'd be so mean in this trial.
No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out, even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make
You know,
me
you're
feel
not, even
better.
if you're not helping at all, it's the thought that counts.
I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirits medium. We can't even contact spirits.
Well, everyone has their off days.
I mean,
I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Meanwhile, Ed's was 3 feet away. Whoa, White. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart.
Sorry.
oops.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Comma, call your witness. Not you.
Yes.
Call your witness. Call your witness, goddammit.
Will Miss Lotta take the stand? Lotta, you are a research student at university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective.
He really likes grabbing his sleeve.
Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Nuh-uh.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Oh, very well. Your testimony, please. Witness's account. The bank account. We're robbing them.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon.
Then it wasn't Christmas Eve.
I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out in the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't a nary thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Also looks like two blobs. Two shadowy people. Order! I will move people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him.
Well, for someone with scuba diving, huh?
Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Sounds like pop out the wall.
It was a dolphin with a sniper rifle.
Order, order, order! I will have order!
Well, Judge?
Fish with the gun. I never foresaw that from them, no. This evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof! What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty!
That photograph doesn't prove shit.
You lose! Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions.
I feel like I'm slowly getting more and more ridiculous with this voice.
I am.
You will fail to find anything!
You got less ridiculous than Larry, more ridiculous than one comma.
And then I will have you held in contempt of court!
Nick, contempt.
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do?
I will guess you better give up.
Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony?
I think I noticed just one time, just a little, maybe just a little, we'll see.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on.
No, Finks is bluffing.
Yeah, not a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, 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 very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Contradiction, it was not Christmas Eve.
Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Yeah, well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
That's a contradiction nonetheless. I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. Were you in your car?
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Ms. Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing! I object to this line of questioning!
This sounds like Evil Hop.
Objection sustained!
Right now, I'm the one who says that.
Well then say it already, man!
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I'm sorry, you want me to tone it down a little bit? I thought it was funny to get more and more insane as the case went on. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time?
How much more insane can you get, man? We still got 2 more days after this.
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
No.
Oh.
It's 2 blobs.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw the 2 men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witnesses testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble! Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as the country gal can be.
Sounds pretty sure.
Country gals are pretty sure.
How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scan the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Uh-huh.
Mr. Wright! The witnesses answered the question in full!
No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course.
Great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth knowing.
But, Your Honor, you keep your promise.
Mr. White, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh.
Nick, all this testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe you've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment, good man!
My man, my main man. Very well. Mr. Walls Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
What?
Something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it, I saw Edgeworth.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God, escort Mr. White out of the court. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No!
I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Ha, get back, nerd.
And also get wrecked, nerd.
Order.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Comma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Okay. Very well. My affair. You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya?
And now Maya gets imprisoned again. Held in the detention.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. White, begin your cross-examination. That last statement.
Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Okay, apparently we can't puss. Apparently there's no pussing. Pussing be bad. Is this the only statement?
Yeah.
I think we do have some evidence. I saw it as clear as day.
There's the photograph. It's blurry.
Let's look at the description of all the things.
Well, it's an attorney's badge.
That says taken automatically. I mean, you could show it because it's foggy. Is there anything actually mentioning that was foggy?
I don't know. I mean, it looks foggy.
Oh, yeah. The photo would probably be the evidence I present. I don't think the bullet says it's foggy. You can see fog all over this bullet. I don't remember exactly what you need to do.
I mean, this does say it was fired 3 times, and we've only heard about 2 shots.
Yeah, but that doesn't contradict the statement. The statement's just about her seeing.
Oh, yeah, I saw it clear as day, yeah. Well, it's got to be it.
Yeah. All the music stopped.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart.
Got you now!
Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
Mr. White has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony! Please! Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
How about you, see?
You're right. It was a cold night and this fog was thick as grits. So once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See, no problem.
Use binoculars. Very well. We'll begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Can we press again?
This one had better be good.
I like pressing. Pressing is fun.
So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types would never find a gal where I'm from.
You know, she's calling them Yankees, implying that we're like up north somewhere like New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey. I know Philadelphia is a city, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they talk about earthquakes happening all the time and living out there, which makes it seem like we're on the West Coast.
Yeah,
and I know this was originally set in Japan, and I don't know how much they changed it with the localization.
Yeah, I think I think it's San Francisco.
Yeah, you would not call San Franciscans Yankees.
Technically, I think that was only revealed in a fairly recent
There
year.
was no San Francisco during the Civil War.
Oh. The French attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me.
Oh no, sorry, it's in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's Southern California on the west coast of the United States. They're not Yankees.
Yeah.
Again, as a Southerner, I object to this portrayal. Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issues we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth! The camera has nothing to do with this at all!
Objection sustained.
Ugh, he's not letting her answer any of my questions. No, I didn't mean to. I didn't.
No,
mean...
tell us about the binoculars. What model? What model are they?
Binoculars.
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday, you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain.
Mr. White, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. White, do you wish to press further about the camera?
This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is, perhaps, the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. And a whole testimony about it?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh no, just this part.
Ms. Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Har?
Mr. Wright! I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect!
Rude motherfucker.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth? Am I peeking the mic?
Maybe a little bit.
No unnecessary comments, please. Sorry, Your Honor, for peeking the mic in the courtroom.
They still speaking.
If there was the heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
That even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him.
I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do.
Well, I bet it's probably to do with the camera.
So, how would you see Edgeworth?
Now just hold your horses.
I think we saw this.
I went back through.
Yeah, it's looping.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Nobody loves Phoenix. Everybody hates Phoenix.
Was the statement that got added, the one about the camera and the media shows?
I don't know, can I just read through it real quick?
I apologize.
Cold night, thick as grits. She was finished setting up her camera, she got back in her car. Camera set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Yeah, that's the one that got added. So I guess we gotta find a contradiction of that. This lemonade is pretty good.
Thank you.
Although I think I cut my mouth earlier with the M&Ms. How'd I cut my mouth with the M&Ms? Don't ask. So what?
I mean, the fact that it was set to take a picture when a loud noise, but you don't hear loud noise with the meteor shower.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about that the whole time.
There could be multiple ones you could present for this. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think that's relevant because it's not the right time. Oh, the woman in the picture count. What?
Why can't you read the newspaper?
Me personally?
Yeah, you can't read what it says.
Because it's not relevant?
Oh, I thought.
Because they didn't want to bother actually writing the text?
Well, I think what said was actually relevant. If you remember what Larry said. Did Larry say something about it? Oh no, what Larry said reading the newspaper.
Anyway.
But the camera will work.
You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
This says who?
The camera's probably the right one.
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake.
Oh yeah, that would probably also.
You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Mr. Hart. Well, I thought if it was out over the lake.
You say Mr. Hart?
Who cares?
Oof. Don't misgender people, motherfucker. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. I think I just said that.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing? I don't know.
Your Honor, take a look at this.
Photograph.
I mean, show the photograph, right?
What was she trying to photograph? Was she trying to photograph two men?
She was trying to photograph the monster. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article?
Yes, she wanted a picture of it, but it came out blurry.
Gordy.
Clearly, that's a sock puppet.
There's writing a good link.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. He doesn't really have proof.
We always have proof.
I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. I think we have proof. What is the proof that witness tried to photograph Gordy?
He said no joking around, but I really want to.
No, you'll lose 12 points. You only got so many. The camera or the newspaper article might be on wall.
I mean, this was set to take a picture of a loud noise, and there was a loud noise.
Yeah, that's why.
In the newspaper article.
That's why I say maybe both could work.
Oh yeah, hold on, wrong button. The proof is this article about Gordy the lake monster. According to this article, when Gordy breaks through the water, it makes a loud noise, which is why you set up your camera with that microphone. You had it set to respond to loud noises, and that's how you got this picture when the pistol fired.
Order, order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. All you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly! What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Man, I used to totally watch the Phoenix Wright anime.
Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You are hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you're searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it.
Well, not unless someone like you cares a whole lot, awful lot.
Yeah, I appreciate the Lorax reference.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Do you even have to press for this one? Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case.
Can he stop listening after the first sentence?
There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Ha! That would be a first!
Bullet's out here to sling insults.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, I will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
A lot is new testimony. There's a lot of testimony.
Then what manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything.
An investigative photographer.
Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO.
Again, can I just raise my objections? Objection!
Look, you aren't that southern.
I was born and raised in South Carolina.
I mean,
I'm pretty fucking southern.
Yeah, but you don't have a southern accent. Right?
That's my point. And it depends on who's listening, honestly. Somebody probably says I do.
You do not have a southern accent.
You were born and raised in South Carolina, too.
I don't have a southern accent.
That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I pressed this button right here.
Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV.
Not sure that appearing in the local news as Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. White, there's one fight I do not believe you told me.
Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
It snaps a shot.
yep.
So how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was that night.
I think it's time you told us why you thought you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I haven't spoken in a while and wanted to hear my voice. I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected.
Are you sure it wasn't a sword?
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yeah?
I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness! Continue!
That was a long break.
I had a tickle in my throat, I'm sorry.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither.
I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this test, though. Won't be able to beat Von Karma in any other way. There has
I
to
think
be
it's
something.
looping now.
Okay.
Alright. One thing I already know is the contradictory statement.
That's everything.
Yes. Ends with another gunshot.
Do what?
It ends with another gunshot. Map.
I mean, the only thing I see is the 3 gunshots.
Also, the autopsy report says 1 bullet.
Do what?
The autopsy report says 1 bullet to the heart.
Just because the gun was fired multiple times doesn't mean the person got shot 3 times.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one. Either one could potentially. I mean, it'd be hard to miss a shot point blank.
I understand, but I mean,
Yeah.
the gun was fired 3 times, and the autopsy report says 1 shot. I mean, those are...
Either one might be able to work. I mean, another gunshot doesn't mean it was fired 3 times. It wasn't fired 3 times. I don't know.
I mean, she heard 1,
Yeah.
then she heard 2.
Yeah, I don't know which. If one doesn't work, we can present the other one. We won't lose that much. I don't think it's the gun. The music didn't stop.
The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
Well, I don't care about your 3 gunshots. I can see nothing faulty. I have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. What? That's not anything.
Apparently, you were wrong, too!
Oh no. We got a lot of points removed. Wait. Oh no. Well, we gotta find something else, I guess.
We're not positive it's any one statement, though, right?
I'm not, no.
Could we have contradicted on the wrong statement?
Oh,
This is the last one, and I saw a flash in
Yeah.
one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Well, I mean, the two main ones.
But I'm saying is, if we presented the right evidence but on the wrong part, would it still mess us up?
Yes.
Okay, then. So we could have presented the right thing, just not at the right time.
Yeah.
There wasn't much else to look at.
I mean, she was looking for Gordy.
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake.
Yeah, I can't think of that.
I mean, I know we have the DL6 up, but I don't think there's time to bring that up.
Yeah,
yet.
no. Currently, this case has nothing to do with the DLC incident. Bro, you can only mess up 2 more times before you lose.
Okay, the picture set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected.
Yeah, that's nothing there.
Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th.
I mean, when she says the nothing to see, we could put Gordy, maybe? I don't know.
One bullet shot to the heart.
But doesn't I feel like it's...
Taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15 a.m.
Like, why would she pay attention to a boat? She's looking for Gordy.
Well, she said there was nothing else to look at.
Yeah. I got nothing else, honestly.
And I mean, that's not I don't really see how that's going to... Even if your line of thinking is right, how's it really going to get us anywhere?
I mean, any small contradiction is what we're looking for. It's a bluff until you make it. That's the strategy.
I mean, I'll do it if you want. I don't feel great about it, but you know more about the game than me.
I don't feel good about it either. I don't remember what it was. And that's it. Okay.
That's so stupid. Miss Hart,
Oh,
were you
no way.
really looking at that boat?
It's not stupid.
Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. Normal? I mean, y'all know where I'm going. Again, anyway. But you are far from normal.
You're Southern!
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Water.
What the? Order, continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you're not watching the boat, then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness! That's enough! You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole! She shut my what?
What's she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who was shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality it might, but should let us see who's who. That never happened. At least not with us. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do?
Well, right now it's prison for Edgeworth, so...
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist! What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Calmer?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
They're still blurry, but they're dancing. We still cannot see who's firing this. Could be the defendant. Maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Very important evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement! And little good it has done any of us! That's why I requested she not show it!
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
Is over! Obviously!
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon! That was a flagrant waste of my time!
I gotta have another moment like, there's nothing, time to declare the verdict. Mr. Von Calmer, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict for the third time.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do?
Maybe you need to look at the photo more. Oh,
right.
They will place out.
I see that.
May I also want to look at your other evidence.
Do what?
May I also want to look at your other evidence.
Yeah, I know.
2 men, both in what seems like trench coats. Dancing.
Can I go back and look at the testimony or anything, or is this all I've got to look at?
This is all you got. There's all you need. Trust me. There's the map again.
Well, we got it. There must be some use for it.
Yeah, eventually. There's a 3-day trial, remember? I think he's onto it. He's definitely onto it.
I think it's the attorney's badge.
Yes, definitely! Edge was the badge, clearly deflected the bullet back into the victim. Does Edge have an attorney's badge?
I don't know. I haven't gotten to play as Edgeworth.
You don't get to in this game.
Then how would I know if he has an attorney's badge or not?
I'm starting to trust last day again.
Do what?
You've looked at these 2 pieces of evidence 3 times now. The pistol, the photo,
I'm trying to... What do I do? Object, show the evidence, wait and see.
Why show all the evidence?
Did I?
I apologize.
I just wanted to read what the choices were, so I knew how to proceed.
I'm sorry, it's the only thing that makes
Objection!
sense.
Let me play the fucking game!
I apologize.
Wait, Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence!
Indeed. The photo opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. See no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I...
I guess all the evidence wasn't it.
Thanks a lot!
Oh, does object to the enlargement mean object to something in the enlargement? I thought I was objecting to the enlargement in general.
So did I. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
My bad. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Use your finger and point to it.
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
Make sure you get correct, because last time you were slightly off.
Yeah, but I was pretty far off the last time. What?
Make sure you're really close to what you're pointing at.
Here, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, I understand you're in a tight spot. However, you have nothing to gain by making... Okay, apparently you pointed slightly wrong.
Okay, now this is just ridiculous.
You're in the very close area. So like slight notch down. That should be good. Hopefully.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man...
I thought she said something about that. That's why I want to go back and look at her testimony, which said I couldn't.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left... Oh, okay, maybe I did misunderstand something.
You do have evidence that contradicts the left hand.
Oh, okay. Prince from Edgeworth's right hand, okay. I thought her testimony, she said something about she saw a flash by one of the men's right hands.
Ah.
Is what I was remembering. Maybe she said one of the men's hands.
Maybe.
Yeah, I totally overlooked it. I was looking at the gun to see if it's a different gun in the picture. I'm sitting there comparing, it's like, is it the same gun?
I saw you looking at the gun in the photo. I was like, oh, he's on the right track.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand.
I really hope this trial day is almost over because we are almost out of HP.
Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene in this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely! As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Let's throw Larry under the bus.
No, if you choose wrong, man, you're dead!
Well, I mean, technically the only thing we've been given is... I know Edgeworth suggested that he did it himself, perhaps.
Yeah.
But... the picture clearly shows somebody else firing.
Yeah. I don't know, he did shoot twice. Like, shoot one that way.
Three times, apparently.
Yeah. Shoot one that way, shoot one this way.
And there's certainly no evidence pointing to...
Yeah, none to Lotta.
I'm
really only one choice.
Edgeworth did say he heard a shot nearby.
Yeah.
But, I don't know how close she was.
She was all the way up there.
Yeah.
The boat was more...
Then again, gunshot sounds do carry.
True. Does it say how far the gun was
shot
away from?
Oh, yeah, never mind. No.
Try looking at the gun or the bullet. What does that say? No.
Nope. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
Now it's saying how far away they were shot from.
The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
Well, I don't think those people are a meter away in the fall.
That's a good point. A meter? That's 3 feet.
But I guess we can't prove that.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
don't know how long is his arm. I think I can get my arm out.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course! I had already considered the possibility, you see.
Robert, do you think my arm is about a meter away?
No. Probably maybe 2.5 feet.
I see.
Yeah.
You can do it later.
Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation,
the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth.
This is a conundrum. Therefore, I'd like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Yippee! We got one more day, or 2 more days, whatever, May days. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
Phew, it was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright.
Right, but, yeah. What happened out there on that lake, anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I did
It's
not.
not true. It's bullshit. I did not.
I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh. White.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Why would I thank Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
Thanks for watching this episode of Gabba the Game Night.
Objection! Do not waste time with pointless babble here in your outro! Just get to it!
Good
night!
Fuck you, Von Karma.
Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, Gabba the game night, yay. Come on and watch him play games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.